गणानायकाय गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि
एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि.
Hello listeners, Namaste and welcome to Sleepy Indian Historian. Here we speak softly of the past, letting the stories of our ancestors become a part of the quiet night. The day has been long, but now the world is hushed and the mind finds rest in the soft glow of familiar tales. Tonight we bring our thoughts to Ganesha, the gentle guardian whose presence has been with us since childhood, whose name is spoken in every beginning, and whose smile comforts even the most burdened heart. Chapter 1. Welcome to Ganesha's realm. In the stillness of this hour, there is a special kind of peace, like the cool shade of a banyan tree, or the soft music of a temple bell carried by the breeze. In this space, Ganesha's story drifts closer, a reminder of how devotion and tenderness can create something both strong and beautiful. His is a story that begins with a mother's love, shaped from sandalwood and longing, and becomes a symbol of unwavering loyalty, of obstacles removed by calm strength and deep wisdom. The image of Ganesha, with his elephant head and soft round belly, has always been a comfort. The gentle promise that no path is too difficult, no burden too heavy. In every home, his form sits quietly, reminding us that patience and kindness can open even the most stubborn doors. And so, in the soft darkness of this night, let us remember these things, not as lessons to be learned, but as gentle truths already known to our hearts. As I speak, let the calm flow of these words be like the slow turning of a prayer wheel, each breath a small offering of peace. Let the worries of the day slip away, leaving only the warm embrace of a story that has traveled through generations, carried by the voices of grandmothers and the laughter of children. Let the presence of Ganesha, the remover of obstacles and the bringer of calm, settle around you like the fragrance of incense at dawn. Tonight, we do not rush. There is no need to hurry when the night is so patient, and the story is so patient too. Ganesha's tale unfolds softly, like the first light of morning touching the temple walls, or the gentle ripples of the Yamuna under the moon. Each word is a small step on a path that has always been here, waiting for us to walk it once more. In this quiet hour, let the weight of the day slip from your shoulders. Let your breath deepen and your mind find its place in the slow rhythm of these old, kind stories. This is Sleepy Indian Historian, and this is Ganesha's gentle realm, a realm of calm and memory where the heart finds rest. Chapter 2. The Elephant-Headed God. Ganesha, whose name brings a sense of ease, whose form stands as a promise of beginnings, is as much a part of our lives as the air we breathe. In every home, from the humblest mud walls to the grand marble halls, his image finds a place. He is the first murmur of a prayer, the softest chant before a new venture, the comfort in every uncertain step. His is a presence that asks for nothing but brings so much. a gentle strength, a quiet reminder that obstacles are never larger than the calm heart that faces them. With the head of an elephant and the body of a child, Ganesha stands at the threshold of the worlds, a bridge between what is divine and what is close and warm and human. His ears are wide, always listening. His eyes small and watchful, seeing more than we might say. His one whole tusk, the other broken, tells of sacrifice and the quiet dignity of living with grace even when life asks us to give up a part of ourselves. The small mouse at his feet is no accident. It is a symbol of how even the smallest creature can find its place at the feet of the wise. The sweetness of the modak he holds is a gentle promise. The world holds joys for those who walk with care, who offer their work with an open heart. And in his raised hand, a blessing that speaks without words. Go forward and do not fear. Ganesha's form is simple and full, each curve and line a story in itself. His large belly speaks of generosity, of the quiet ease that comes when one learns to carry both joy and sorrow in equal measure. His trunk, curved and strong, can sweep away all that hinders, but also offers a soft touch to those who need comfort. In the small courtyards of the villages, in the crowded lanes of the city, in the soft glow of the lamp lit before dawn, Ganesha waits. He waits not as a distant god but as a patient friend. His presence, a calm breath in the rush of the day. In the festivals that fill the streets with color and song, his laughter rises in the air. In the silence of the early morning, he is the quiet heartbeat of a prayer unspoken. To think of Ganesha is to feel the coolness of stone beneath the hand in a quiet temple. To taste the sweetness of the first fruit offered in devotion. To see the slow dance of the lamp's flame in the dark. He is the comfort of old stories told and retold, their edges smoothed by time, their warmth unchanging. There is no need to look far for Ganesha. He lives in the soft echo of the conch, in the warmth of the first sip of chai at dawn, in the hush that falls over the house when the aarti begins. He is in the small gestures of care that shape our days, the careful tying of a rakhi, the soft murmur of a mother's blessing as we leave the house, the quiet offering of water to a passing traveler. In this gentle hour, let the thought of Ganesha settle in the mind like the weight of a garland across the shoulders. Let it soothe the restless corners of the heart, ease the small fears that come with the night. The elephant-headed god stands at the threshold of every new step, every small hope, and every whispered prayer. His story is as much our own as it is his, a thread of calm that weaves through every beginning. As the night deepens, let his gentle form be a soft light in the darkness, a quiet strength that carries us forward. This is the calm of Ganesha, the quiet gift of his story that lingers in the heart like the last note of a song long after the music has faded. This is the voice of sleepy Indian historian, and the night is still young. Let it cradle you in the soft rhythm of this story. Chapter 3. The birth of Ganesha. In the quiet heart of Kailash, under the shadow of snow-laden peaks, Parvati sat alone, her thoughts wrapped in the hush of the mountain air. From the cool clay of sandalwood and the soft touch of her devotion, she shaped a child with her own hands, a child whose laughter would be the echo of her love, whose presence would be her comfort while Shiva wandered in the deep meditation of the cosmos. Parvati breathed life into this form as the sun dipped behind the ridges, and in that moment, Ganesha was born, a child of the earth, of her longing, and of the quiet strength that every mother carries. He grew quickly, full of mischief and the light of curiosity. His small hands traced the patterns of the world around him. The dance of the clouds above the peaks, the soft rustle of the leaves in the sacred groves. In the quiet courtyards of Kailash, he played with the mountain's whispers, listening to the tales that the winds carried from beyond the horizon. His mother watched with eyes full of pride and tenderness, her heart a quiet prayer for his every breath. One evening, as twilight settled over the valleys and the world seemed to exhale in calm, Parvati prepared for her bath. She asked Ganesha to guard the door, to let no one enter. In the soft glow of the oil lamp, he stood with the quiet seriousness that only a child's heart can hold. His small form was unyielding, his eyes steady. When Shiva returned, his footfall light yet certain, he found the door barred by the child. Ganesha did not know the face of the great Mahadev, did not see the fire in his eyes or the rivers in his matted hair. He saw only the promise he had made to his mother, and he stood firm. Shiva, unaccustomed to defiance, felt the old weight of anger rise. The air grew still, the mountains seemed to hold their breath. Ganesha, small and fearless, met that anger with the calm of innocence, the quiet courage of one who knows his duty and nothing more. In that silence, the moments stretched long, each breath a testament to the devotion that had given him life. The clash was sudden, a flash of divine power against the small, unwavering figure at the door. Shiva's trident struck with the weight of the ages and Ganesha fell. The world seemed to pause. The wind stilled, the leaves fell quiet, and the gentle night held its breath. Parvati, emerging to find her son lifeless, felt a grief that shook the very roots of the mountains. Her wail rose like the cry of the earth itself, a sound that even the gods could not bear. In the glow of the fading sun, Parvati gathered Ganesha in her arms, her tears falling like monsoon rain on the cold stone floor. Shiva watched, the fire of his anger gone, replaced by the heavy silence of regret. The mountains whispered their sorrow, the rivers wept in small silver streams. The world, in that moment, knew the weight of a mother's heart. In the quiet that followed, Shiva understood the depth of what had been broken and the promise that must be kept. He sent his followers to the forest, their footsteps soft on the moss-covered paths. They searched until they found an elephant, wise and calm, its presence a reflection of the gentle strength that had been lost. With reverence, they brought back the head of the elephant, and Shiva placed it upon the child's body. With each whispered mantra, with each breath of life that flowed back into the still form, Ganesha returned. No longer just the son of Parvati, but the remover of obstacles, the gentle protector, the one who would be called upon in every new beginning. In that moment of rebirth, the world exhaled in relief. The stars shone a little brighter in the clear night sky. The rivers found their quiet song again. Parvati's tears softened into a smile, and the mountains, ancient and watchful, seemed to bow in respect. Ganesha opened his eyes, his gaze calm, his trunk curving in a gentle blessing. He was the same child, and yet more, a bridge between what was lost and what was found, a promise that even in the face of sorrow, there is always a way back to love. As the night deepens, let this story settle around you like the soft touch of a mother's hand on your brow. a gentle comfort in the hush of the world. This is Sleepy Indian Historian, and in the quiet rhythm of these words, may you find the soft embrace of calm, the slow breath of peace. Chapter 4: Parvati's Grief and Shiva's Promise. Parvati's grief was not a simple sorrow. It was the kind that echoes through every corner of the world, a quiet thunder that shakes the heart of the earth itself. In the soft flicker of the lamp's light, she held her son close, her tears falling onto his still form, each one a silent prayer. The mountains that had always been her home stood in quiet witness, their peaks wrapped in the hush of her pain. The river slowed, the wind stilled, and in that silence there was only the soft sound of her breath, heavy, steady, a mother's breath that will not stop, no matter the weight it carries. Shiva, seeing her like this, felt the edges of his own power grow soft. The fire in his eyes dimmed to a gentle glow. The thunder of his presence quieted to a low murmur. In Parvati's sorrow, he saw not just the loss of a child, but the break in the gentle weave of life itself. In that moment, he understood that to be a god was not to be above the pain of the world, but to feel it even more deeply. The weight of his trident fell from his hand, and he knelt beside her, his head bowed to the small, silent form that had stood so bravely. There was no anger left in the world now. There was only the soft, pulsing sorrow of a mother and the quiet promise of a father. Shiva rose slowly, his voice low and calm as he spoke words that were both a vow and a prayer. He sent his followers out into the forest, telling them to bring back the first living creature they found, to offer a new beginning to the child who had guarded the threshold so fearlessly. The forest was alive with the hush of night, each leaf and branch a part of the soft darkness. The followers moved with quiet steps, their eyes searching the shadows for a sign of life, a spark of gentle strength. It was there, in the stillness of the trees, that they found the elephant, its eyes deep and calm, its presence a quiet blessing in the moonlit night. There was no fear in the elephant's gaze, only the slow, steady breath of understanding, as if it knew that its gift would be the bridge between what was lost and what could be restored. The head of the elephant was brought back to Kailash, carried with reverence, a soft offering to the sorrow that had wrapped itself around the mountain. Shiva placed it upon the child's body, his hands moving with the care of a sculptor. Each gesture a silent promise to Parvati, to the world, and to the quiet spaces in every heart. With the soft murmur of ancient mantras, with the quiet hum of life returning, Ganesha breathed again. His eyes opened slowly, calm and bright, and in that gaze the world found a gentle kind of peace. Parvati's tears dried on her cheeks, her breath softened into a slow, steady rhythm. She looked upon her son, seeing not the wound of what had been taken, but the gentle strength of what had been given. In that quiet hour, the world was made whole again, not with thunder and flame, but with the calm weight of forgiveness, the soft power of love that cannot be broken. The mountains, ancient and patient, seemed to bow to this gentle miracle. The rivers, silver under the moon, found their quiet song once more, and in the glow of the lamps lit in every home, the story of Ganesha became a promise that even in the darkest night, there is a way back to light, to laughter, to the quiet comfort of knowing that we are never truly alone. As you listen to these words, let the memory of Parvati's devotion and Shiva's promise settle softly in your heart. Let it be a quiet blessing, a gentle reminder that in the small acts of love and the soft, breath of forgiveness. There is always the power to heal, to restore, to begin again. This is Sleepy Indian Historian. And in the calm embrace of this night, may you find the slow, deep breath of peace. Chapter 5. The Elephant's Gift, Ganesha's Rebirth. In the quiet glow of the mountain's dawn, as the first light touched the snow-clad peaks of Kailash, Ganesha stirred once more, his breath steady and calm. The gentle weight of the elephant's head rested upon his small shoulders, and in that moment of rebirth, the world seemed to hold its breath in quiet wonder. He was no longer just the child of Parvati's devotion. He was now the bridge between the fierce power of Shiva and the tender love of his mother, a symbol of balance and calm, a soft promise that every ending carries within it the seed of a new beginning. His eyes, deep and wise, opened slowly to the world that had waited for him. In those calm depths, there was no fear, only the quiet certainty that life, even when broken, can be made whole again. Parvati's heart, heavy with grief just hours before, found a new rhythm in the sight of her son's gentle smile. She touched his trunk with the soft reverence of a mother's love, her fingers tracing the curve of his new form as if to say, "You are still mine, and I am still yours." Around them, the mountains stood watchful and still, their ancient silence a soft blessing on this gentle miracle. The rivers sang low, their waters shimmering in the early light, and in every corner of the world there was the quiet sense of something set right. The gods gathered in silent witness, their eyes bright with the soft wonder of the moment. In Ganesha's calm form, they saw not just a child restored, but a truth made whole, that even the fiercest obstacle can be overcome when love is the hand that shapes it. From that day, Ganesha became more than a child of the mountains. He became the one we turn to in every new beginning, the gentle guardian who stands at every threshold. His form, both human and divine, a testament to the quiet power of patience and devotion. In his round belly, we see the soft acceptance of life's fullness, joy and sorrow held in equal grace. In his small, steady eyes, the calm strength that does not waver even in the face of the fiercest storm. The gentle weight of the modak in his hand is a promise to each of us that sweetness waits for those who walk the path with care, with faith, and with the soft devotion that flows from the heart like the quiet music of a temple bell at dawn. The mouse at his feet, small and unassuming, a whisper that even the humblest of us has a place in the quiet work of the world. Ganesha's rebirth was not just the return of a child to his mother's arms. It was the soft weaving of all that we hold dear, the fierce love that will not be broken, the calm strength that carries us through the night, the gentle laughter that rises even in the shadow of sorrow. In the small round form of the elephant-headed god, there is the quiet reminder that every path has its challenges, but none so great that they cannot be met with an open heart. As the sun rose higher and the world woke to the gentle breath of a new day, Parvati's tears found their end in a soft smile, and Shiva's fierce eyes softened in the warm light of forgiveness. The story of Ganesha's rebirth became a story of hope, the quiet hope that no matter how deep the darkness, there is always the soft promise of light. In the villages of Bharat, in the crowded streets and the quiet corners of every home, this promise took root, a gentle presence in every small act of devotion, every soft murmur of a prayer. Let this story, soft as the dawn, wrap itself around you like the gentle warmth of a shawl on a winter morning. Let it soothe the restless corners of your heart and remind you that in the quiet strength of Ganesha, there is the calm assurance that we are never alone. This is Sleepy Indian Historian, and in this gentle telling, may you find the slow breath of peace that settles softly in the heart. Let me know when you'd like to continue with Chapter 6, or if you'd like me to adjust any part of the flow or details for your recordings. Chapter 6, Ganesha's Symbolism and Significance. In the quiet rhythm of our lives, Ganesha's gentle presence lingers, a soft thread that binds each new step with the calm promise of guidance. His image, so familiar to every home, holds more than just the memory of a story. It carries the quiet wisdom of our ancestors, woven into the small, simple symbols that adorn his form. These symbols, resting easily in the curve of his trunk and the quiet strength of his gaze, are not distant or foreign. They are the language of our everyday, the soft murmur of tradition that shapes even the smallest acts of devotion. The large ears that frame his gentle face are more than just a mark of the elephant's calm. They are the patient ears of one who listens, who hears not just the spoken words but the soft breath of a prayer carried in the heart. They remind us to pause, to let the world's noise fall away, and to open our hearts to the quiet truths that linger in the spaces between each word. His small eyes, half closed in a gaze that seems to see beyond the horizon, speak of the quiet power of focus, of seeing the path even when the world is wrapped in the soft shadows of doubt. Ganesha's trunk, strong and curved, is a promise of adaptability, of the quiet strength that bends but does not break. It is the soft touch that clears the path, sweeping away what holds us back, while still holding the gentle fragrance of the flowers offered in devotion. His round belly, so often a source of quiet laughter, is the calm acceptance of life's fullness, joy and sorrow, hope and disappointment, all held in the soft curve of the heart. In his forehands, each gesture is a soft blessing. The modak, sweet and simple, is the quiet reward that waits for those who walk with patience and love. The axe, held not in anger, but in gentle readiness, is the promise that we have the strength to let go of what no longer serves us. The noose, delicate as a thread of jasmine, is a gentle reminder that we can draw back to the heart's quiet center when the world pulls us too far. And in his raised hand, the blessing that needs no words, there is the quiet assurance that we are watched over, held softly in the calm gaze of the remover of obstacles. At his feet, the small mouse waits, a creature humble and quick, reminding us that every voice has its place, every small step is quiet power. Together, these symbols are not just marks of a deity, but the soft notes of a lullaby that carries us through the night. In every line of Ganesha's form, there is the quiet music of our own hopes, the gentle rhythm of lives lived with patience and devotion. To see Ganesha in the flicker of a lamp's light, in the soft murmur of a prayer at dawn, is to remember that we are never alone in the quiet work of the heart. His presence is the calm breath at the center of every new beginning. The soft laughter that turns even the heaviest moment into a small step forward. And in the gentle weight of his symbols, there is the quiet promise that even in the hush of the night, we are held in the soft light of ancient wisdom. As the night deepens and the world falls silent around you, let these symbols settle softly in the mind. Let them become the quiet echo of a promise whispered by generations before us, that in every breath, in every small act of devotion, we are never far from the gentle strength of Ganesha, This is Sleepy Indian Historian, and in this quiet hour, may you find the soft breath of peace that lives in the heart of every story. Chapter 7: Ganesha's Role in India's Mythological Landscape. In the soft folds of our mythology, Ganesha's presence is a quiet thread that binds those stories together, weaving them into a tapestry that stretches from the sacred verses of the Vedas to the gentle songs of folk tales told in the flickering light of a village courtyard. He is not just the child of Parvati and Shiva, but a calm witness to the dance of gods and mortals, a soft breath of laughter in the heavy air of ancient battles and cosmic trials. In the epic of the Mahabharata, it was Ganesha's steady hand that wrote the words of Vyasa's wisdom. As the sage spoke, his voice carrying the weight of destinies yet to unfold, Ganesha's trunk moved with quiet precision, shaping each syllable into a story that would echo through the ages. His patience was a river that never dried, his focus unbroken, even when the world itself seemed to pause. In every stroke of his pen, there was the soft promise that knowledge is not found in haste, but in the gentle rhythm of devotion. Elsewhere in the soft glow of a story shared by elders, Ganesha and his brother Kartikeya stood ready for a race, a test of who could circle the world fastest. Kartikeya, with the fire of youth, mounted his peacock and flew swift as the wind, his eyes fixed on distant horizons. Ganesha, calm as the quiet dawn, simply circled his parents, Shiva and Parvati, his small steps slow but certain. In that gentle act, he showed that the world's heart beats in the love of a family, that the longest journey can be found in the quiet devotion that stands close to home. Even the moon, proud in its cold beauty, once mocked Ganesha's round belly, finding laughter in the gentle fullness of the elephant-headed god. Ganesha, with the quiet dignity that never shouts, placed a soft curse on the moon, reminding it that to see only the surface is to miss the calm depth beneath. In every telling of these tales, there is not just the weight of ancient memory, but the soft echo of our own lives, the gentle rhythm of patience, humility, and the quiet strength that carries us through each day. In the festivals that light up our nights, in the bright songs of Ganesh Chaturthi, in the soft murmur of prayers spoken in every home, Ganesha's role in our mythology finds its way into the heart of the present. His stories are not distant or cold. They are warm as the glow of a diya, alive as the laughter of children shaping his form in clay, their small hands a quiet act of devotion that bridges centuries. Let this gentle flow of stories settle softly in the mind. Let the patient weight of Ganesha's presence remind us that every step, no matter how small, carries the quiet strength of those who walked before us. In the hush of this night, his role in our mythologies becomes a soft whisper of calm, a gentle breath that eases the restless corners of the heart. This is Sleepy Indian Historian, and as the night deepens, may these stories be a soft light that guides you to the gentle rest of dreams. Chapter 8: Ganesha in Art, Temples and Daily Life. In the quiet rhythm of our daily lives, Ganesha's gentle presence finds its place, not just in the whispered prayers of dawn, but in the soft shapes of art and devotion that fill the spaces around us. His form, carved in ancient stone and shaped in the soft clay of the potter's wheel, is a thread that ties the grandeur of temples to the simplicity of home altars. In every curve of his trunk, in the quiet calm of his gaze, There is the soft murmur of centuries, the patient breath of tradition. Across Bharat, in the grand halls of the great temples, in the towering gopurams of the south, in the cool, carved sanctuaries of the caves of Ellora, in the quiet corners of small village shrines, Ganesha's image stands watchful and still. Each carving is a gentle offering. Each stroke of the sculptor's chisel, a soft act of devotion. In the glow of the oil lamps, his form catches the light like a promise. A calm reminder that every path begins with a quiet prayer, and every journey is blessed by his gentle gaze. In the paintings that adorn the walls of our homes, in the small brass idols placed beside the tulsi plant, in the simple lines of a child's drawing, Ganesha lives not as a distant god, but as a gentle companion. His round belly and soft smile are a part of our daily breath, a comfort that sits close to the heart. The touch of vermilion on his forehead, the garland of marigolds at his feet, these are the small gestures of care that speak of devotion, not in grand declarations, but in the quiet acts of love that shape our days. During Ganesh Chaturthi, the air itself seemed to shimmer with the warmth of his name. In the songs that fill the lanes, in the careful molding of the clay idols, in the small hands that place flowers at his feet, there is the soft hum of faith that has no need for words. In the final immersion of the idol, as the rivers carry Ganesha back to the quiet heart of the earth, there is a gentle understanding that endings are but the soft breath before a new beginning. Even in the rush of modern life, in the hurried steps of the city, his form is a small pause, a soft echo of the calm that never leaves us. A sticker on the dashboard of a bus, a tiny idol on an office desk, a prayer murmured before an exam. These are the quiet ways in which Ganesha's calm presence finds its place. A soft murmur of ancient comfort in the bright hum of today. Let this gentle remembrance settle around you, like the fragrance of jasmine in the night air. Let it be the soft breath of tradition that eases the restless corners of the mind, the quiet strength that holds us steady even when the world moves quickly. This is Sleepy Indian Historian, and in this gentle hour, may the calm presence of Ganesha in art, in temples, and in the small rhythms of daily life be a quiet light that guides your night to a place of soft rest. Chapter 9. From Stories to Sleep. As the night deepens and the world outside slips into a gentle hush, let these stories settle around you like the soft glow of a diya in the quiet corner of a home. The stories of Ganesha, his birth from the patient hands of a mother, the gentle strength in his elephant head, the quiet triumph of his wisdom and love, have been softly woven into the night, their calm breath easing the restless corners of the heart. They are not just old words carried by the wind of time. They are the soft pulse of who we are, the gentle echo of faith that finds its way into every new beginning. The quiet rhythm of Ganesha's story carries with it the calm weight of centuries, the hush of temple bells ringing softly in the dawn, the warm murmur of prayers spoken at the threshold of a new day. In every small act of devotion, in the soft glow of the lamp, in the gentle touch of a hand that shapes the clay of his form, there is the promise that these stories are never far away. They are the silent guardians of our nights, the patient keepers of our dreams. Now, as you let your eyes grow heavy and your breath slow, let the calm of these words be a gentle cradle for your thoughts. Let the small worries of the day slip away, one by one, like petals falling softly to the earth. In the hush of this hour, Ganesha's presence is a quiet comfort, a soft smile in the darkness, A calm breath that says, rest now. You are held in the warmth of stories that have never forgotten you. The world beyond the window is hushed, the night wrapped in the soft embrace of the earth's slow breath. Let this story be your companion in that quiet, the gentle hum of faith that guides you to the calm heart of sleep. In the gentle rhythm of each word, may you find the slow, deep peace of rest, the soft memory of belonging that lives in the stories of those who came before. This is Sleepy Indian Historian, and tonight, Ganesha's gentle story has carried us softly into the calm breath of dreams. Let that calm stay with you as you drift deeper, as the night carries you into the quiet spaces of rest. Let it be the soft touch that steadies your heart, the quiet promise that tomorrow will come gently on the slow breath of dawn. Chapter 10, Ganesha's Lullaby, a whispered mythological journey. Let us now drift into the gentle hush of Ganesha's lullaby, where the world's worries fade into the soft shadows of night, and the quiet presence of the elephant-headed god becomes a tender breath of calm. In the cool silence of the evening, as the last lamps flicker and the gentle air carries the scent of sandalwood, let your mind find rest in the warmth of these ancient whispers. Ganesha sits beneath the soft glow of the moon, his form a quiet silhouette of strength and ease. The slow curve of his trunk moves with a tender grace, a gentle rhythm that seems to echo the slow breath of the earth itself. Around him, the small sounds of night, the murmur of leaves in the cool air, the soft rustle of the river's song, blend into the calm music of his presence. His eyes, half closed in a peaceful gaze, see not the weight of the world, but the quiet heart of devotion that beats in every small prayer. In the quiet corners of Bharat, where old temples stand like patient sentinels, Ganesha's lullaby is carried in the soft chant of mantras spoken just above a whisper. The air shimmers with the warmth of faith, not loud, not demanding, but as steady and calm as the slow turning of the earth. In the small courtyards of home, where the scent of incense lingers and the glow of diyas softens the darkness, his story is told in the gentle murmur of a grandmother's voice, each word a soft comfort that settles around the heart. In this lullaby, there is no hurry. The world turns slowly, each breath a soft step into the quiet spaces where dreams begin. Ganesha's laughter is a soft echo in the night, a memory of the first story told at dusk, a promise that even in the darkness there is light waiting, patient and kind. His round belly holds the soft fullness of the world's joys and sorrows, cradling them with the calm understanding that nothing is too small to be held in love. The small mouse at his feet curls up in the soft grass, a gentle companion in the stillness. Even the smallest voice, it seems to say, can carry a prayer to the soft ears of the one who listens. And in the quiet blessing of Ganesha's raised hand, there is the calm assurance that every breath, every heartbeat is part of the soft music of life that flows on, unbroken and whole. As the night grows deeper, let this gentle rhythm carry you softly into sleep. Let the slow murmur of Ganesha's story be the quiet breath that eases the mind's restless turning, the soft light that glows in the heart's still center. Each word is a small offering, a tender thread in the long tapestry of nights that have always known the comfort of these stories. Let your breath find its slow, even pace. Let your thoughts soften into the gentle hush of dreams. In the quiet presence of Ganesha and the soft touch of his story, There is the calm that carries you beyond the weight of the day. This is Sleepy Indian Historian, and in this final hush of Ganesha's lullaby, may you find the deep, gentle rest that waits in the calm heart of night. Chapter 11. The Sweetness of Modaks, a symbol of Ganesha's blessings. In the soft hush of early dawn, when the kitchen is warm with the gentle clatter of pots, and the air is fragrant with the promise of devotion, the humble modak takes shape. Small and sweet, this little dumpling is more than a treat. It is a quiet offering, a soft prayer wrapped in the warmth of steamed rice and the sweet filling of jaggery and coconut. In every home, the making of modaks is a gentle ritual. The soft dough pressed between careful fingers, the sweet filling shaped with love, the slow steam that carries the scent of faith through the house. Each step is a soft echo of devotion that stretches back through centuries. In the gentle roundness of the modak, we find the same fullness that Ganesha carries in his round belly, a soft acceptance of all that life brings. It is said that modaks are Ganesha's favorite sweet, a simple offering that carries the quiet joy of devotion. In every small bite, there is the sweetness of gratitude, the soft promise of a prayer spoken with an open heart. When we place the first modak at his feet, it is more than a ritual. It is a soft murmur of trust, a promise that we will meet every challenge with the calm patience of the gentle elephant-headed god. As the steam rises and the house fills with the scent of jaggery and coconut, let this small sweetness be a gentle reminder that every humble offering, no matter how simple, carries a soft weight of devotion. In the warmth of these small acts, we find the calm strength of Ganesha, the quiet promise that even in the smallest gesture, there is the gentle breath of faith. Chapter 12. Ganesha's Blessing for New Journeys. In the quiet spaces of our hearts, Ganesha's name is the first step of every new journey. When the mind feels the soft tremor of uncertainty, when the path ahead is wrapped in mist, his name is a gentle lamp that lights the way. Shri Ganeshaya Nama. The soft murmur of this ancient prayer is more than a mantra. It is a calm breath that steadies the restless thoughts of the mind. In the soft glow of a diya lit at dawn, in the quiet press of palms together before a journey begins, Ganesha's blessing is a quiet promise that no step is taken alone. His calm eyes watch over every small dream, every humble hope. His gentle hand raised in silent assurance that obstacles are never too great for the patient heart. When we begin something new, a job, a journey, a soft hope for the future, we call upon Ganesha not with grand words, but with the simple breath of devotion. In the quiet spaces between each word, there is the soft hum of centuries of faith, the gentle promise that the path ahead is held in the calm strength of the remover of obstacles. As you rest tonight, let this blessing settle around you like the soft warmth of a shawl. Let Ganesha's calm presence be the quiet breath that steadies your dreams, the soft light that guides you gently into the new day. This is Sleepy Indian Historian, and in these ancient whispers, may you find the slow breath of peace. Chapter 13. The Wisdom of the Mouse. Ganesha's Humble Companion. In the quiet corners of every image of Ganesha, there is the soft form of the mouse, a small creature with quick steps and bright eyes. It is a humble presence beside the gentle weight of the elephant-headed god, a quiet companion in the slow rhythm of each day. In this small figure, there is a gentle lesson that is whispered through the centuries, that even the smallest voice has its place, that even the tiniest step can be a part of the soft unfolding of life. The mouse, small and patient, scurries through the shadows, its tiny feet touching the cool earth with the lightness of a prayer. It is not loud or proud, yet in every story of Ganesha, it finds its place at his feet. This small companion carries the quiet reminder that nothing is too humble to be part of the sacred, that even the smallest heart can carry the soft weight of devotion. When Ganesha rides the mouse, he does not command it with harsh words or loud gestures. He rides it as a friend, a gentle guide who knows that every journey begins with a single, soft step. In this quiet partnership, there is a gentle promise that humility is a strength, that smallness is a part of the great story of life. Let the image of the mouse settle softly in your thoughts tonight. Let it be a small breath of comfort, a gentle touch that reminds you that every quiet step you take is held in the calm gaze of Ganesha. This is Sleepy Indian Historian, and in this soft hour, may the small mouse at Ganesha's feet be a gentle echo of your own quiet strength. Chapter 14, Chapter 14, the quiet blessing of Ganesha's hand. In every image, in every gentle carving, Ganesha's hand is raised in a soft blessing, a quiet gesture that needs no words. It is a simple movement, yet in that raised hand, there is the calm assurance that has comforted hearts for centuries. The fingers, curved in a gesture of peace, hold the soft promise that every worry will find its rest, every fear will be soothed in the gentle strength of His presence. This blessing is not loud. It is not wrapped in grand declarations or sharp commands. It is the soft breath of a mother's prayer, the quiet murmur of a father's hope, the gentle comfort of a friend's hand resting lightly on your shoulder. In the quiet of the night, when the world's noise falls away, this blessing becomes a soft cradle for the heart, a small light in the hush of sleep. As you listen to this story, let the soft touch of Ganesha's blessing settle around you. Let it be the quiet breath that eases the restless corners of your thoughts, the gentle strength that carries you softly into dreams. In the calm curve of His raised hand, there is the promise that every path is held in care, that even the smallest hopes are seen and cherished. This is Sleepy Indian Historian, and in the hush of this night, may Ganesha's quiet blessing be the soft thread that weaves your dreams into the gentle calm of sleep. Thank you for joining me in this soft journey tonight, where the gentle presence of Ganesha has cradled our minds and hearts in the calm embrace of His story. As you drift into sleep, let the quiet strength of the elephant-headed god remain with you, a small light in the hush of the night. In the soft echoes of these ancient whispers, may you find not just the calm of rest, but also the deep comfort of knowing that you are held in a tradition of patience, devotion, and gentle care. This is Sleepy Indian Historian. Each night, we will return here to this quiet place of memory and myth, where the breath of the past eases the weight of the day, and the calm promise of our ancestors carries us softly into dreams. Sleep well, traveler, and may Ganesha's gentle blessing guard your night, guiding you into a soft, peaceful rest.